We're pleased to be joined up here right now by tight end Trey McBride. Trey, camp looks like it's going pretty good for you. How do you feel about it so far?
Yeah, it's been good. Just to get back on the field with the guys, to play football again, and ultimately just be out here on the grass is always fun. So I'm enjoying it a lot. We're getting better. We're gelling as an offense, and I'm excited to take that next step.
Okay, what's your weight at? You knew that was coming right now. What's your weight at?
I'm doing good, man, in the 240s, and being able to block a little bit, but also can run around and catch the rock if I need to.
So coming into this season right now, Trey, you boy, last year went so well for you. And that last offseason, there were so many people talking about you being one of the best tight ends in the football universe. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's crazy to be in the same conversation as some of these guys who I grew up watching, who I've modeled my game around and watched so much film on them. So just to be in the same conversation is a huge honor for me. But I just kind of keep going, keep trying to be the best player I can be, and just try to help this team win.
That's one of the things. I feel like every time we talk about you on the show, that last thing you said keeps coming up. Of you don't seem content. You keep pushing it forward, and you're still actually pretty early in your career, but the improvement from year to year has been noticeable. Where does that drive to not be happy with what you did last year, but to keep moving forward come from?
I think it's just, now everyone knows about me. It's no secret that I'm going to catch a lot of balls. So I just got to continue to do it again when everyone, is expecting me to do that, continue to go out there. And ultimately it's the relationship with Kyler. Him and I kind of understand what each other are doing. We're on the same page, and hopefully we can catch a lot of balls together this year.
Trey, where do you think you can get better as a tight end?
I think just, make sure I know exactly what to do on every single play. The coverages, that's always one thing that I'm always trying to get better at. What is the defense trying to present to me? What are they doing to me? Are they chipping me? Are they, putting a safety over the top? So really understanding what the defense is trying to do, and then ultimately trying to beat that coverage. So just trying to understand what the defense is doing, and just try to, beat them.
Do you have a lot of read routes where you're reading the coverage?
Yeah, a lot of the time, if it's single high, I'm doing something. If it's man, I'm doing something. If it's too high, I'm doing something. So that does change a lot. So for me to process that faster, and for me and Kyler to be on the same page, him knowing exactly what I'm going to do, and for us to do it as fast as possible is something that I'm continually trying to get better and faster at.
We're talking to Trey McBride. Trey, can you tell us what that tight end brotherhood is around the league? Because it seems like at least the top guys like yourself and George Kittle and Travis Kelce and some of these other guys, you'll get together in the offseason and kind of work on getting even better at this.
Yeah, 100%. I think, obviously the tight end university is a big thing, but George and those guys have done a great job of getting us together. I went out to Nashville, worked out with those guys for a couple days, and ultimately it's just, if I help him get better, he helps me get better, the whole position is going to get better. And if I make a lot of money, someone makes more than me, then everybody's going to make more money. So ultimately we're trying to grow the position. We're trying to, elevate this position as high as possible so everybody can eat a little bit.
Are his teammates ever going over to him during a game being like, hey, Trey's got like 10 catches for 120 yards. Can you maybe stop teaching Trey how to get better?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's been great. No, learning stuff from George and Travis, seeing how those guys approach the game, it's really helped my game too.
So, tight end, did Taylor Swift really have a private concert just for you guys?
Yeah, it was really cool. I don't know if it was all planned, but they had a concert. Luke Combs, they had Jordan Davis, Chase Rice, a lot of real big time country guys, and then they had the encore where Taylor went out there for the final song and really lit the party up, sang one song for everybody, and it was just cool to have her be a part of that, to see the energy that she brings to an event, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was such a cool event they do.
That's got to be Wolf's first Taylor Swift question on the air.
Oh, seriously,
it is crazy though. I mean, everybody saw that and we're like, wow, this is actually happening for the tight ends.
No doubt.
All right, the offense this year, the continuity that you guys have from last year, I mean, this is still, it's a pretty young team, but a lot of you guys have grown up together on offense. How much do you think that continuity helps you guys going into this year?
Absolutely. I think just the camaraderie of being together, Kyler had us all together, working out in the offseason, trying to get that connection where we can, throw routes on air, catch the ball, and ultimately just being around each other, wanting to play hard for each other. But we got such a young team, like you said, but this is a year where we got to take the next step. We have such a great offense, so many talented playmakers on this offense, and I'm excited to see how they spread the ball around and how well these guys do.
What have you seen from Marvin Harrison Jr.? It's so important, of course, for you even, not just the Arizona Cardinals, but also for you specifically. you get that receiver over the top that might be able to take the top off. Now, again, it's not his speed that might do that, but just his vertical game to be able to throw the ball down the sideline and say, hey, Marvin, go get it. What have you seen from Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Yeah, Marvin's obviously a stud, a guy who's does everything the right way. You've seen, all over social media the improvements he's made physically. He's gotten bigger, he's gotten stronger, all that. But I'm excited to see him connect with Kyler a little bit more. For him and Kyler to get on the same page. Obviously, he's a generational guy, a guy who's a freak athlete, big, strong, can do it all. So he's a guy that I trust fully. He's a guy, if the ball's in the air, he's going to come down with it, and I'm excited to see him and Kyler take that next step this year.
Talking to Trey McBride, Trey, it's not just the talent on offense. You guys obviously have that, but just logically, like to have you and then to have Marv over here and moving around, and then to have the running game you guys have. What do you see from James Conner and also maybe Trey Benson this year?
Yeah, I think obviously, James and Trey, I think, are a great 1-2 punch. James is, coming off a really good year. He's stud. He's, doing everything the right way. But I think Trey is another one of those guys who a lot of people don't really know about him yet. He's one of those guys who can be under the radar, but I'm excited for him to get his touches and for him to, go out there and show the world what he can do, because he's a speedy, fast, agility, does all the things. So I'm excited for him to show the world what he can do.
So are we going to lead the league in 12 personnel? Are we going to lead the league in 12, maybe even 13 again? Are we going to do that? Do you see us using a lot of the tight ends at our disposal? And not only that, when Marvin Harrison Jr. is out there, when we have 13 personnel and he's the one wide receiver that's on the field, are we not in 14?
Right. Yeah. That's kind of been the big joke is every time he comes into the huddle, we're trying to figure out what personnel we in. Or is he a tight end? Is he an X? What is he? But no, he's great. We have such a good tight end room. I think that's one thing that really I love is we have so many weapons. We have guys that if I go out, if I'm not in on a play, it doesn't drop off at all. Elijah's going to go in there and do everything the right way. He's a great player. Tip is a Mahler, he's a guy who's going to be physical and nasty in the run game and do everything we need for him there. But we have so many tight ends, so many weapons, and honestly, the receiving core is pretty good too. So I think whatever 11, 12, 13 personnel, I think we're going to be in just fine.
We were looking at your numbers earlier in the offseason, and just it's production we haven't really seen from a Cardinals tight end before. Was there a moment in the last couple of years where it clicked, or what has changed for you over the years? Because it honestly looks like you're just open on every play, and I know it's not that simple.
I think it's just confidence in myself and really understanding the whole concept. What are we trying to do on this play? Who are we trying to affect? And me understanding that, and Kyler and I being on the same page. I feel like I give Kyler a throw every single time, whether I'm covered or I'm not. I'm going to try to come down with the ball, and ultimately, if I have that security blanket for Kyler, he feels safe throwing me the ball. He's going to give me the ball a lot, whether I'm open or not. So I feel excited. going into this year with Kyler, we have a great connection, and it's just going to continue to grow.
What about the touchdown thing? Remember last year, which you had 2, I believe, right?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, but you didn't score until late in the season.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Why do you think that was? And are you guys working on that to change that for this year?
Yeah, obviously, you want to score as many touchdowns as you can, but I think last year was just kind of a weird year where whatever reason, we just weren't connecting in the red zone. We weren't, he'd miss me a couple times. I'd miss him. I'd run a bad route, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, man, it doesn't really matter to me. As long as we're winning games, we're scoring a lot of points. Whether I'm scoring, Marvin's scoring, James is scoring, really doesn't matter to me. But, obviously would love to get that touchdown number up. But ultimately, I'll just try to catch the ball as many times as I can when it's thrown to me. And hopefully more of them are in the red zone for sure.
We're talking to Trey McBride. Your answer right there is very selfless in the sense that you want the team to succeed first. And when we had Marvin Harrison Jr. up here last week, very similar personality. Is that consistent throughout the team, do you think, where it just is it seems almost natural for you guys to say team first, stats second?
Yeah, I think that's one of the mottos is just you put the team over yourself, and as long as everybody's putting the team over themselves, everyone's doing the right thing for the team, then the individual success is going to come, and that's kind of how it works, and that's how I believe you run block, you do a good block for the running back, then you're going to get rewarded with a catch in the pass game. So I think it just kind of all boils down to helping your team out, wanting your team to succeed, and the individual success will come.
Can we go 11 personnel and run down situation with you as the tight end? Can we line up and do that actually stay balanced?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
We can. We did a little bit of that last year, and I think that's something that I strive to keep getting better at is blocking and making sure that I could be an asset in the run game for us as well.
Everyone keeps telling me, no, Trey doesn't care about the block. He wants to catch the ball. I said, bull.
He talks about blocking every time we
talks
have him
about
on.
block every time.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I love the most and appreciate about you.
Yeah,
Trey.
I appreciate it, man. You gotta block to get rewarded. In
You
the
gotta
pass game.
earn
Yeah,
that.
You gotta
Yeah,
earn the
you
passes.
earn the
You gotta
passes,
earn
man. Yep.
earn the catches, no doubt.
Trey, this is great as always, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you so
Thank
much.
you guys so much for having me on.
Thank
I
you, bro.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you,
Yeah, so
Trey.
much fun always.
That's Trey McBride joining us right there.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.